So guys, I think I'm gonna plant some potatoes today. And as most of you guys know, I like to plant my potatoes in the soil, or I use a modified method similar to Ruth Stout, where she would pile up straw. She'd lay her potatoes right on the ground and she'd pile up straw around it, and then she wouldn't have to dig her potatoes up. I bury mine a little bit and then pile the straw up, as you can see over there along that gangway. But I've been following a couple other ideas, container planting, and so I think I'm going to give that a try this year. My biggest problem with container planting is that you have to use compost or some purchased soil medium, which takes your potatoes at $5 product and turns it into a $30 product. It's not cost effective. So generally I'm against container planting, but I'm going to try it this year. I'm going to try it with, I'm going to see where I can scrounge up some good soil around here, and I'm going to use this big bucket, which I think is about 20 or 30 gallon, 20 gallon. It doesn't say anywhere on it how big it is. It says 15 inch. It's probably 15 inches there at the base. Anyways, this, and I've got a bunch of these smart pots, which I don't normally use either, but I got them for free, and they're even bigger than this guy. So they're monstrous, and put this inside of there and still have room. As you see, that's pretty good size smart pot. So I'll give that a shot too with some potatoes. So since I've already planted most of my potatoes here, I had to go get some more. So these aren't shitted out. So let's come in here where you can see it. So you can see they haven't really shitted very much. There's a little bit. Hopefully that's in focus there. You can see it's kind of little rows. So I've cut them in half, or in what I feel are appropriate sizes, and then I've left them out to air dry. And that's kind of how I normally do it. My grandfather would cut them in half, and then he would take some lime and he would dip the raw end into that, and that would help dry that up quickly, and then it wouldn't rot. So although these are pretty dry, I'm going to try to do that this year too. I don't know if this is right or wrong. This is just what I'm going to do. So if you have any comments on that, you feel free to share it. The hardest part here is going to be coming up with soil, because most of my good compost soil is over here underneath these leaves. It's all in that area. So I'm going to go over to the chicken coop and see what I can steal out of there to fill these pots. Alright guys, so I'm going to use this masonry tote, or mason's tote, to sift my soil into. I use these for a lot of little things around here. They run about 15, 20 bucks I think, and they last forever. And this is just a try to get rid of any extra weeds and rocks that might be in here. This is pretty good soil, what's in that chicken coop. Usually I grow my peas in there, but this year I don't think that's going to happen because I have to keep the chickens in it. All left is little pebbles and some leaves. Ta-da! Okay guys, so I think you can see in the bucket okay. So there's the bottom of it here. And as you can see, it's buried about 6 inches deep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put in the bottom of this about 6 inches of soil. That I've sifted. Pretty good stuff. No rocks in it. It's kind of nice about the chicken area there is I throw all my, it was good garden area. I can see some biochar here. I can throw weeds and leaves and refuse in there, and the chickens pick at it and knock it about, looking for bugs and seeds. They do the chicken thing on it. It's about 6 inches. And make a pretty decent looking soil. It's really not bad once you knock all the rocks out of it. A little bit of grass clippings in there, but that's all right. So you can see I've got my potatoes with some lime on it, and that should keep that, make that dry right up and keep it from rotting. So I'm going to put 3 sets in here to start with. I think 3 is a good number, and I'll evenly space them. Normally I wouldn't plant them that close together, but for this experiment, new thing for me, not really new thing, it's just something I haven't had a lot of success at, and the idea of spending money for soil never appealed to me. I like to make my own, as you can tell, and I think I make a pretty decent soil, better than anything I bought at the store. Alright, so we got 6 inches of soil below them, 3 sets in there, and I will pour the rest of what I've sifted in here and cover it with about 6 to 8 right now. Now these are an indeterminate potato, so they're going to grow up to the top, and then I'm going to add some more soil later and bring it up to the top of the bucket. But for the time being, I'm just going to cover them for about 6 or 8 inches there. Alright guys, so I got my potatoes planted in my smart pots. We'll give them a try, we'll see how this works out. A little bit out of my regular comfort zone. Best way to learn something is try it and fail or succeed. So that's what we're doing today. We'll keep you guys abreast of everything I do this summer. I think that I'm going to have a little more time with the recent issues of 2020 to shoot a few more videos. Over here we've got we'll be able to compare the containers versus the Ruth Stout method and trench method, which I've also done the trench method over here too, which is another method I tend to do potatoes in. So, piles of potatoes. I don't normally grow a lot of potatoes simply because I live in potato country. We grow a lot of potatoes here, so they're cheaper to buy. Anyways, that's what we're up to today. We'll see you next time.